FNMX Stadium, Piedmont, Oklahoma. Blue Jays shut out the Piedmont Wildcats. Final score 27-0. Just a well-played game offensively and defensively. Reminder, Guthrie without their best offensive player in Isaiah Hammonds for the second game in a row against Tuttle and Piedmont. Guthrie with two good wins over those two ball clubs. But big test next week. But let's talk with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beeby with Ronnie Phillips downstairs.
I'm down here with head coach Kelly Beeby. You got to be happy with the performance tonight. Shut out a good Piedmont team. And again, kind of like we were talking about, you have to be able to stop it, and Blue Jays did really good on their assignments tonight.
Well, again, incredible crowd, incredible support for our boys tonight from the Blue Jays fans. Thursday night games kind of, it's a different situation. I thought our boys handled all that extremely well with our preparation. Of course, we were blessed a week ago to have a bye week the way everything worked out with Guyman, which is very, very beneficial when you're playing a triple option ball club like this. As far as the game tonight, I thought all three phases were outstanding. I can't compliment my D-line coach, Coach Wood, my secondary coach, Coach Davis, and my defensive end coach, Coach Plagans, enough. And then, of course, I try to coach the linebackers a little bit, and they played pretty good. But, this bunch had rushed for 800 yards in the last 2 weeks, and I got out of here tonight with 60 total yards, and about 40 of that was on two plays, where we did not get to our assignment on time, but we rallied and caught it. Our strategy the entire week obviously was to be option sound, but we needed to get an early lead. So whenever they deferred and kicked off to us, the offense answered the bell right there, getting up by 14 at half. And we had another scoring opportunity there. I went for it on fourth down. I didn't like the angle for our kicker there on about the 17. But I thought Coach Rice called a whale of a ball game tonight.
Yeah, I kind of want to touch on that. Again, Guthrie gets the ball first, and we count about 7 or 8 guys touch the ball in the opening down. Calvert maybe took half the snaps on offense that in the very first series. It just completely, when Isaiah Hammonds is out, I mean, the coaches have done a really good job the last couple of weeks finding ways to get to playmakers the ball. And I mean, the first 2 series was great. Obviously, left some points out there on the board in the second quarter, but again, the offense was just pretty stellar tonight.
Oh, it was outstanding, and we came in here, we ran the football. That's Piedmont's mantra. They want to run the football. They want to be the most physical team, and they're good at it. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from them, but I'm going to credit our boys, for being the more physical football team, controlling the trenches on both sides and running the football effectively all night. And then when we had to throw it, we threw it well, had a good trick play back to Harper. But I think Wilder took quarterback snaps. Shelf took quarterback snaps. Obviously, Calvert took quarterback snaps, and we had multiple tailbacks. And then Harper lined up wide receiver and caught a couple of big passes. So, Coach Sanders and Coach Bennett and Coach Young, they worked tirelessly creating opportunities for our boys to be successful. And, luckily, the boys made us all look good tonight because they're the ones that went out and executed.
Right. And you have Hayden Calvert, who I think played his best game of the year, hit Shelf on just a dime piece down the road. I talked to him just before you came over, and his improvement from week 0 to now it's got to be big time for the Guthrie Blue Jays, especially going with the week coming in with McGinnis next week.
Well, I think you tie his improvement to the improvement of the offensive line.
Yes.
And Calvert I think is 15 or 16 and 2 as a starter. So I think as the offensive line has gotten better and our run game's gotten better, that takes so much pressure off of him. And then he's an effective runner. I love when he ran over the kid there in the middle of the field on the safety number 22.
He talked all about it.
Yeah, he's not bashful. But you want that in your quarterback. You want him to be a tough guy, and that elevates everybody else on that offensive side of the ball.
So you got an extra day to rest. What's the schedule look like for the Blue Jays with the big game with Michael Taffy coming in from McGinnis next week?
Well, I haven't even seen film on them, but everybody I've talked to said they're outstanding. I think they only graduated 6 kids off of last year's ball club, and I know they got a couple of good move-ins, a linebacker and a receiver. And the majority of their team is back, and they're loaded. But right now, we're going to enjoy shutting Piedmont out on the road and let these boys rest tomorrow. Of course, the coaches will work on Saturday because Bishop plays tomorrow night. So we'll all rest tomorrow, and then Saturday we'll be back at work.
Awesome. Head coach Kelly Beeby here, guys.
Right, appreciate that. And as you can see, a very happy Coach Kelly Beeby, and rightfully so. His team, offensively, defensively, special teams tackled. Didn't really have to do a whole lot in the return game, but just an overall great night for Guthrie.
Yeah, and they talked about it. I want to talk about Jason Rice for a second. I mean, Jason been the O coordinator for, is this his 6th season? 7th season?
Somewhere in there.
And we've seen him just over the years just become more comfortable and always been a great coach, but has really settled in, and I mean, he's a guy you can trust to run your offensive side of the game plan, and did a great job tonight putting kids in situations to be successful. Kids got to execute, but they also got to be put in those positions to be successful, and I thought Coach Rice did a great job. And you could also tell the whole staff game plan, and with that off week, they game planned, watched a lot of film, and did a great job. I mean, I made the comment, it's like we know the plays before they run them, and I think that speaks to the preparation of the staff and then translating that to the kids on the practice field to get ready for tonight.
Blue Jays winning 27-0 here on the Terry Insher Group post-game show. TIGOK.com is the website.